What's up, YouTube? It's the franchise guy coming at you again with another episode of MLB The Show 19 Phillies franchise mode. End of the season right here. Take a look at everyone. Sol Harper had a huge season. JT 26 and 74. Jordan Alvarez 17, 53, 18 batting average. Not too bad for the rookie. Hoskins 52 homers, 132 RBIs. Jay Bruce 34 home runs, over 100 RBIs. Oh my lord. Alec Baum, the rookie, hit 6 home runs with 12 RBIs in 93 at-bats. Not too shabby. Hazley picked up a little bit from his rookie season. I guess from last season, really. 245, not the worst. Scott Kingery, 18 homers, 265 batting average. And Andrew McCutchen, 16 homers and batted 280 with 63 ribbies. Not the worst. Veteran pickup. Hunter Pence had 9 homers, 266 average. Not too shabby. Probably won't be coming back, though. Troy Hunter Jr., only 111 batting average. Devery Grulin, could be better. Kevin Biggio did okay in his short stint so far with the Phillies. Austin Nola did pretty well, actually. 323. Phil Gosselin only had 8 at-bats this year, unfortunately. Didn't get much playing time. Tim Tebow didn't seem like he saw the field at all. And Cornelius Randolph did not make contact in his 4 plate appearances. A bit unfortunate there for the rookie. Nola went 18-7, 255 strikeouts, so a 2.66 ERA in 223 innings pitched. Not bad at all for the Phillies ace. Zach Eflin went 18-6, 225 innings pitched, 222 strikeouts, a 1.8 ERA. Pretty good breakout season for Zach. Justin Verlander came over mid-season, was 12-9, 200 innings pitched, 211 strikeouts, 3.03 ERA. Hamels went 10-8 for the Phillies in 204 innings with 207 innings pitched. Not bad. Jojo Romero in his brief stint went 1-0 with a 5 1/3 innings pitched with 11 strikeouts with a .56 WHIP. Daniel Norris went 5-2 with a 5.56 ERA. Not the greatest for the veteran left-handed pitcher right there. Frankie Montas led 11-5 after switching from the starting rotation to the bullpen. 3.09 ERA, 138 strikeouts, pretty good. Brady Singer went 1-1 with a 1.69 ERA and at 10 2/3 outings, going on with 15 strikeouts. We have future of our rotation right there. Edubray Ramos went 8-1 in 7 innings pitched, 77 strikeouts to a 3.33 ERA. Hector Neris had a down year with a 4.06 ERA in 57 2/3 innings pitched. Sean Reed Foley went 2-1 with a 4.9. I don't know, he did fine. Eichhoff, okay in his couple of appearances. Victor Arano in 31 innings, 2.61 ERA, not as good as last year. Jake Diekman had another bad season, did not bounce back after switching back to the National League. Seranthony Dominguez, 2.74 ERA to 84 strikeouts in 62 1/3 innings pitched. Adonis Medina went 5-0 in his campaign so far at the Phillies. Not bad at all. I believe he had 6 starts, 7 appearances total. And Enyo De Los Santos did not make an appearance. Trevor Rogers went 1-0 with 6 innings and 5 strikeouts with no earned runs. Adam Morgan, an inning and a third, had 2 strikeouts. Tayron Guerrero in 3 1/3 innings had 6 strikeouts to a 5.4 ERA. Cole Irvin did not make an appearance this season, unfortunately. Bo Burrows went 1-0 with a 5 innings pitched and 9 strikeouts. And see right here, Bryce Harper won the Triple Crown. You love to see it. You hate to see it if you're anyone else in the National League. Also won the Silver Slugger for Bryce. Bryce Harper also won the National League MVP. Of course he did. Usually what happens when you win the Triple Crown. Any other awards for Bryce? No. Alvarez won Rookie of the Year. Harper won Hank Aaron. Jay Bruce won a Gold Glove of all people. All right, Jay. And Nola won the Cy Young Award. So way to go, Philadelphia, as you've just swept a bunch of awards right here. See Bryce Harper 338, 53 home runs, 139 RBIs, just barely edged out Rhys Hoskins in that last game. Harper right here, just having an all-around great season. Nothing really you can talk bad about. Nola winning back-to-back Cy Youngs after winning it last year. 255 strikeouts will probably, hopefully, try to push that 300 strikeout mark at some point in his career. Harper, Last year gets robbed by Blackman. Matt Andres, wins reliever of the year, 42 saves to a 118. Jordan Alvarez is the rookie of the year. Last year was Fernando Tatis. Year before was Ronald Acuna. Hank Aaron Award goes to Bryce, which was won by Charlie Blackman. Gold Glove was won by Zach Wheeler, current Phillies in real life. Jorge Alfaro, former Phillies catcher, won the Gold Glove Award. Unfortunately, it was not JT for some reason. Freddie Freeman locked it down here for the Gold Glove Award for the third year in a row. Yolmer Sanchez has the Gold Glove for the National League this year with the Milwaukee Brewers. Brian Anderson has locked it down after winning it the past 2 seasons for the Miami Marlins. Javier Baez beats out Nick Ahmed to end his streak for the shortstop Gold Glove for the National League. Corey Dickerson won it in 2018, back when it 2020. Not too shabby. Ender Inciarte, that's what his name is, has won the past 3 seasons in a row. Jay Bruce ends Nick Markakis' run as the Gold Glover in right field. Zach Greinke is your Silver Slugger for the pitchers. Batted 239 with a homer. Wilson Ramos just edges out JT for his third consecutive Silver Slugger. Batted 328. Rhys Hoskins beats out Freddie Freeman and Paul Goldschmidt after hitting 52 home runs. Ozzie Albies is your second baseman Silver Slugger for the National League. Harper wins it for the second consecutive year for the third base position after beating out Nolan Arenado. Travis Story wins it for the second time in 3 years after beating out Corey Seager, who won it last season. Charlie Blackmon has won back-to-back Silver Sluggers for the right field position. Ronald Acuna for the left fielders beat out Peralta and Bellinger, who won it the previous 2 seasons. And former Phillies Nick Williams, surprise Silver Slugger right here. Chris Sale wins the MVP. Just been locked down by Red Sox so far in this series. I mean, look at that. 3 consecutive MVP awards. Chris Sale also wins the American League Cy Young Award after going 22-3. It's not too shabby. Jose Altuve hit 23 home runs. Guess there's a trash can even in a baseball game. Seihei Ubiashi, former Phillies prospect, wins Rookie of the Year with 27 bombs. Only hit 234 though. Matt Olson hit 46 home runs and won the Hank Aaron. Bauer, Gold Glove Award right there. Only 17 putouts, 18 assists. Not the greatest numbers. Gary Sanchez, Matt Olson right here gets a Gold Glove, 1,000% fielding right there. Dustin Pedroia wins it for the second consecutive year. Matt Chapman wins it for the second time in 3 years after Jose Ramirez beat him out the previous season. Francisco Lindor beats out Anderson Simmons and Richie Martin for his first Gold Glove in 3 seasons. Eddie Rosario wins it for the Minnesota Twins. Kevin Kiermaier wins it for the second consecutive year in center field. And Mookie Betts wins the Gold Glove for the second time in 3 years. So, Gold Gloves galore for a bunch of players right now. And JD Martinez wins the Silver Slugger for the DH the second time in 3 years, as Cesar Hernandez won it the previous season. Former Phillies player there. Omar Narvaez edges out Wellington Castillo and Salvador Perez for the Silver Slugger. Matt Olson wins it, ending Jose Abreu's streak of the past 2 seasons. Jose Altuve wins it for the second time in 3 years. I guess trash cans really can help you hit the ball. Alex Bregman ends Jose Ramirez's streak of Silver Sluggers after he hit 34 bombs. Carlos Correa, another one aided by the trash can, wins Silver Slugger. Mike Trout gets his Silver Slugger hit there for center fielders right there, followed by Justin Upton. Trout won it the past season after being beat out by Nelson Cruz. And Mitch Haniger. So a very strange surprise of outfielders won it this year, such as Upton and Haniger. 35 home runs, nothing to scoff at right there. But Harper led the league in home runs, RBIs, and batting average. Harper also led in hits, runs, and slugging percentage. All right, Bryce Harper just absolutely killed it this year offensively. And Aaron Nola led the league in strikeouts, Eflin led the league in ERA and WHIP. So just taking a look at everyone And how everyone ended up doing, you see Harper batting average for American League was Altuve, not too shabby yet. There you see JT was about 308. So, I mean, pretty big fall off after that for average. Only a couple guys hit above, was that 12 guys hit above 300? I mean, not bad. 670 for Trey Turner. Geez, Harper only had 634. 43 doubles for Jose Peraza. 12 triples for Trey Turner. 11 by Bryce Harper. Home runs 53 for 52 between Harper and Hoskins. Harper 139, Hoskins is 132. 125 runs. I mean, 51 stolen bases for Trey Turner, just an absolute monster at the base paths. 100 walks for Goldschmidt, 83 by Harper. All right, Votto hit 430 on base to Harper's 413. Harper had a 686 slugging, opposed to Hoskins' 582. OPS was over 1,000. Wins, 18 wins, tied for the lead actually. 5 losses for Antonio Senzaleta was the lowest in the league. 48 saves led the league, almost by Sorrenti at 46. Eflin's 1.8 ERA. Pretty big gap right there. 14 home runs allowed, only 17 by Eflin. Shutout 6 was the league lead by Carlos Martinez. Nola had 3. Strikeouts 255, only 12 more than Jacob deGrom. Carlos Martinez had 6 complete games to Verlander's 4 and Nola's 4. You see 225 for Eflin, 223 for Nola. I mean, could be worse. 34 walks allowed by Eflin as he's had a dominant season. .9 whip, a whole 10 points better than Aaron Nola's. Eflin had a 6.8 pitching WAR to Nola's 5.5, Hendhill's 4.4, and Verlander's 4.3. Harper had a 9.8 batting WAR. JT had a 6.7. Hoskins had a 5.9. What a monster of a season by Bryce Harper right there. Jose Altuve, 337 right there. I mean, I guess it's having some trash cans, are banged upon. You do really good hitting. JD had 203. Yeah, wow, what a strange person to lead league in hits is JD Martinez. Did not see that one coming. Marcus Semien right here, 669 for at bats. D. Gordon had 49 doubles. Of course he did. Man has 80 something odd speed. 11 triples by former Phillies second baseman Cesar Hernandez. Martinez had 49 homers. Upton had 136 RBIs. Trout had 117 runs. See, Billy Hamilton led the league in stolen bases with 49. 105 walks for Carlos Santana. Got 429 on base for Justin Bour. 617 slugging for Matt Olson. 1026 for that. 22 wins by Sale. I mean, Marco Gonzalez at 21. 3 losses was the lowest in the league. 5 for Hyun-Jin Ryu. Saves 52 by Aroldis Chapman. Not bad at all. David Price had 226 ERA, which is the lowest in the league by like .09 points. Clevenger was the lowest with 13 home runs allowed. Blake Snell had 5 shutouts, posted fails 4. Chris Sale 280 strikeouts. Geez, 50 more than the closest competitor. 7 complete games for Chris Sale right there. 5 for Snell. Sale had 248 innings pitched. Jeez, what an absolute unit of a person he is. Marco Gonzalez allowed only 42 walks. All right, Chris Sale had a 104 whip. Not as good as Zach Eflin's, but still pretty good. 6.9 WAR for Sale and a 9.5 for Trout. But top prospects right here, you see Alec Baum, Sheffield, Christian Pash, Mauricio Ramos, Bukakis, Royce Lewis. I mean, just a bunch of players. Nick McCarthy, the player I wanted to draft in our first year player draft for this. Just needed a shortstop, and frankly, we just didn't have one. And I wanted to go with him, and he got picked up like 3 spots before we picked. I was super frustrated by it. Super upsetty spaghetti by it. Not something I want to deal with, but it's something that happened, and I guess I had to deal with it. So it's whatever. Jason Dominguez down there at 32. AJ Puk's at 28. I mean, we were just riddled with top 50 prospects. Spencer Howard, 38th best prospect. I mean, Miguel Maya, Mickey Moniak's top 42. Drew Waters. You got Ethan Hankins, Gene Haskett, Nolan Jones, Robert Paulson, former Philly right there. Trade him. You got Ronald Hernandez. But you see the win total, 114 wins in a single season for the Phillies, only 48 losses. I mean, does anyone come close to that stat line right there? Only less than 50 losses in a season. I don't think so. I don't think that's ever happened before. Less than 50 losses in a season. I mean, take a look at everyone else in the league. See if anyone's come close to that. I mean, Rockies 73 losses. Red Sox 56 losses. Might be our best competitor. But who knows outside of that? Indians 66 losses. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you guys missed an episode, post down below. And I say, peace out, rock on, and stay super classy, I guess.